Today I want to go ahead and show you once again how to edit pictures using Pixlr. If you wanted to use Photoshop at this point that you're back in the classroom, you surely can. But Pixlr.com is right here. And when you go there, you'll see that it's going to ask you if you want to run Flash. You have to allow it to run Flash. It's very important. Mine opened at this weird kind of half screen thing. That's been happening. If that happens, we're using a free thing. Don't get too antsy. Just try again. Now it's opening correctly. I just opened it in a new tab. When you open up a picture from your computer, you see that you can go to wherever you've got things saved. Now you're going to have it under Student Share. If you're using mine, they're under Student Share, under Dunlap, and then under Photos. But my current pictures that I have that I'm going to use are actually not there. They're under, oops, that's better. They're under my downloads folder. I can just open one up. Now you're going to want three pictures. You're going to want one that demonstrates diagonal lines, one that demonstrates S-curves, and one that demonstrates the rule of thirds. If you've totally forgotten what diagonal lines, S-curves, and the rule of thirds are, you can go to my page and check it out. Rule of thirds, diagonal lines, and S-curves. You can look it up right there. But I've got a nice rule of thirds picture, and actually this one opened upside down. So I want to flip it right side up. However you cancel that. However you do this, you go to Image, Image, and then you can rotate the canvas. Mine's upside down, so I'm going to go 180 degrees. Now it's right side up. Not sure if anybody else would have noticed that, but it was important to me. So there it is, my rule of thirds picture. You can do adjustments to it. You can change things like you can make the color more vibrant if you want. I went to hue and saturation. I'd like to make the green more green. Oh, that's interesting. So you do something that you think is interesting. You can also do really strange things like the solar ice one is kind of odd if you want to do that. Whatever you choose there, you might want to put a filter on it. There's a lot of filters. Try them out. If you try something that you hate, let me try something like this. Well, that did very little to it. You can go back in history. You've got the history panel right there. One of the filters that I found the other day that I thought was interesting was kaleidoscope and polar coordinates. Those two are interesting. The kaleidoscope does something like that. You can change the position of the kaleidoscope. And look, now I'm still doing the proper rule of thirds picture because the focal point is still at the spot that I wanted at. But whatever pleases you there, when you finish with it, you go to File and you go to Save. And you're going to save it, and it's working. It takes a moment. You're going to save it to your folder, right? So save it to wherever you're going to save it. My rule of thirds picture. The next thing you want to do is you want to go to just a Google page and click right here. When you click right here, you're going to locate sites. Now mine's not showing sites right away, and that's good. What I want you to find though, it should be in here. And if it's not, you're going to click on Even More from Google, because it is actually way the heck down at the bottom. Look how far I'm scrolling, way down here. And sites is right in this listing. It's a little blue box with a little white box in the corner. And what that'll do is it'll pop up this Google website thing. Now I've got a lot of accounts, but I'm going to go ahead and show you how to sign in. Yours is going to be your student ID number at dallasisd.org. That's all it is. Student ID number at dallasisd.org. You use your own number. I've just put in a dummy number here. I'm going to go ahead and click Next. Now it tells me that's fake. I know it's fake. So I'm going to go ahead and use my actual account. Give me just a moment. Okay, mine's actually under my email name. So now I'm going to next type in my password. And it takes me to my Google Sites page. Mine goes right in because I've made some before, but yours may want you to go to a start page. The start page may look like this. This is from a lesson I built once. and you just click the plus right here in the corner. When you click that plus, it should take you to where I am now, where you make a new site. Find this plus here to create a new site. And lo and behold, it will give you the ability to build this. Now I'm going to make a site with my photos on it. What you can do is insert pictures. So I can put the site name, let's see. And you can give it a title. There it is, Photos by Heather. Whatever you want to call yours, as long as it's appropriate. If you're working alone, then you can put your name. If you're working with a partner, you have to put both people's names. If I'm not seeing both names, I'm only going to give grades to the name that I see on there, and then it's going to be tricky because the other person's going to get no grade. When you want to put in text, you can insert a text box. Ooh. Oh, great typists. And tell me what you did to edit it. I think it's a kaleidoscope filter. Did I spell it wrong? I sure did. So you right click and you spell it right. And then you click on images and you can upload the picture. There it is. You move it around if you want to move it around. You can change it if you want to change it. But there's my kaleidoscope rule of thirds picture. I want you to go ahead and put at least 3 photographs on here. You can also go and put some themes to it. You can change the color. You can change the way it looks. You can change all sorts of stuff about it. Do what you need there. When you finish it up, I'm going to ask you to hit pause here while you add all your photos and get everything organized. And by the way, if you want to change your font, you can change your font. If you want to change your all sorts of stuff you can change. But I'm going to ask you to pause while you put all your pictures on there and tell me what you did to edit those pictures, okay? So tell me what it is. Is it rule of thirds, diagonal, S-curve? And then tell me how you changed it. Did you solarize it? Did you make a kaleidoscope? Did you just crop it differently? What did you do over here in Pixlr to the picture to make it interesting? I'm going to go ahead and assume that you can put all 3 of your pictures on there. When you click publish, it's going to ask you what to call the site. Now, the entire name is going to be sites.google.com/dallasisd.org/ whatever the heck you name it here. When you publish it, that is going to push it right out to the web. If it doesn't let you do it, here, I'm going to view it right here. If it doesn't let you do that, if it says, no, you can't have this name, then change the name. There's a lot of websites on the internet, and somebody may have already had, sites.dallasisd.org/Steve's Pictures. So you may want to change it or just put your ID number in it. That way it'll be more unique. But by Monday or Tuesday, depending on whether you're in an A-day class or a B-day class, I want to see your website with your 3 pictures, and I want to see your descriptions of what you did to those pictures and what rule you are following in photography. The things I'm going to be looking for are, do you have a title up top? Do you have 3 pictures that demonstrate each one of the photography rules? And did you describe the pictures in terms of the photography rules? Did you say this is rule of thirds? Did you say it's diagonal? Did you say it's an S-curve? And I'm going to look to see if you told me what you did to it, either in Pixlr or in Photoshop, whichever place you did any edits to it. You can use your own photos. You can use my photos. Again, my photos are under Student Share, under Dunlap, under Photos. So you can use those if you like. If you have any questions, I'm afraid I'm not going to be there today, so you're pretty much going to have to rely on each other. Please be kind if you know what you're doing and the person next to you is confused. Help the person next to you, okay? That is all I got for today. I will see you next week. Have a nice time with this and be good to your substitute.